herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Video hier auf meinem Kanal. Heute wieder mit Honkai Star Rail. In der letzten Folge haben wir den Traum im Traum im Traum im Traum in der Realität bezwungen. Und naja, machen uns jetzt auf zur VIP-Lounge.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Oh, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad. Numby! There.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take? Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something to...
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, just press this button and all of... Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
Where's that prankster? Haven't the hounds caught him yet?
Yeah, that guy has some skills, I'll have to admit that. However, you know, the Bloodhound family won't give up. Whoever disrupts order in the dreamscape will face Anyway, the family will deal with these things.
Hard work pays off.
Hier oben ist auch noch eine Truhe. Zwei direkt nebeneinander. Ja, wie ihr seht, ich habe die Stufe hier erhöht. Wir können jetzt also noch höher leveln.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. The Radiant Feldspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious...
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is...
Indeed. Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Please allow me to continue...
Reverberation? Such a formal...
Following the... Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to... So, Mr. Alfalfa...
Ah, well, Thank you for explaining matters to me. Hello? The Talent Motivation Department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves? I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up? In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
Ah, it's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like that.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference.
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official—
That's true, and it works in our—
If we can reach some sort of—
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in it's similar to the power struggles within the IPC.
After the downfall of the Yoke family.
Yes. That's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves. Remember, our goal is to create an
Welcome aboard. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
Da könnte straight aus God of War so ein Zwerg sein.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you,
The future of Penacony.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa.
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the Dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spot. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond.
Of course. Take your time, dear.
Zurück zur Perspektive der Trailblazerin. Die Wahlers dann trifft die Entscheidung.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IP.
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order, instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats. Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table. Ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong... If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again... There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already. He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, here's a toast, with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you. Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Pentagonix?
We'll stay a bit longer, but...
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems music, atmosphere, maybe a special drink to honor. Let's see, the mixed drink should be to the Nameless resting in peace. Ready to mix your drink? Before we start, all right, as you want. I think I have an idea. Here's Bitter Dreams. Not a bad choice.
Das sieht ganz schön aus. Naja. Über die Zitronenscheibe.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events, lend all your memories and emotions together and... Well, here's to the Nameless resting in peace. Death is a bitter truth. But what you did will be remembered by history. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same. Cheers. Oh, are you leaving? Oh, then take this one. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back...
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting...
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his taste. All right, enough with whether it's the Astral Express or Pentagonix. And embark towards our tomorrow.
Zu Jade. Ooh.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the ODL still. The outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight.
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchange.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos. With good credit, lucrative potential, and...
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is... This project is obviously too bland.
That's true.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big, elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. There's a glitch. Do as you're told. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar. So I'm here making... How about you? Have you spoken...
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now.
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business. But in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Entschuldigt, wenn ich so wenig rede. Aber ihr seid das ja eigentlich schon gewohnt.
Stream forward. Lean forward.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between...
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds...
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your...
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to...
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their... The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like, "The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could..." Care to guess how many ways we have to turn Alfalfa credits into work?
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equities, eh? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, however, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Go ahead.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Ember Era. About the ascent, the order, and the preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
And then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two...
Well said. All right. Tell me your solution. Let Let's see if we're thinking the same.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet.
Himiko.
Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30%. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the Land of the Dreams.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Ein Puzzle. So, Nummer 1. Nummer 2. Das muss auf jeden Fall da sein. Okay, es war simpler als gedacht. Das war auch simpler. Und dennoch brauche ich so lange dafür.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume.
They will soon realize the situation. When the last question was asked, old Odie represented...
When should we schedule the formal negotiation?
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the full... I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business...
You want to open a Bon and Jade...
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison... I'm curious as to how you found...
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the... In return, I've agreed to help her with something. But that's for later. You see, that's what investment is all about. Like right now, for example. It's just about time I find...
Glühwürmchen. Sie war scheinbar gemeint. Das wird doch die Truhe.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the Radiant, a pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the... I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not. Is that... her? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here too.
By the way, there's Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family. As a token, please help me with the necessary...
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there any...
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers... I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf?
If I win, your chest is mine.
Who said I was betting with you?
I did.
They are still sorry, but I've got to find Lady Bonajade. No, it's not. Sorry.
Ich will sie als Charakter, sie ist cool. Vor allem, dass sie sich einfach so erheben kann. Also das hier.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange. Radiant Fel- How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Sam?
I want to keep on living. And for that,
Everything you have. That's right, Miss Samuel. I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the...
what do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes.
That's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn and make you realize what you're missing.
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a money lender rather than the owner of a pawn shop. Well, I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'll do as she says and see what happens. I want to play some more! Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
You stupid little girl.
Enough talk. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire...
Oh, a big talker, huh?
I won?
This can't be! You lost to me 10 times in a row.
It's true! Lady Bonajade is... Finally, my luck has turned for the better. Great new era for Stacy.
Das war einfach nur Glück. Damit hat sie gar nichts zu tun.
A gift for you, Dorothy.
Whoa! What a beautiful necklace! How did you know I love jewelry made of cymophane? It has the same purple hue as the necklace my dad gave my mom. I've never told anyone about it.
So, will you go out?
Really? I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually paying attention all along, trying to learn everything about me. So yes, I will.
Wonderful. So, shall we go, Dorothy? Let's go outside and enjoy the stunning views of the...
Yeah, let's go.
Sind das Kinder oder sind das... Ach, ich habe keine Ahnung. Also wenn es Kinder sind, finde ich es ein bisschen weird. Wenn es Erwachsene sind, dann ist es auch weird.
Hey, did you the gray-haired one outside?
Don't look around, just focus on your drink. Seriously, they look like a total lunatic.
Is that her? Origami bird.
Come on, calm down already.
No, it's not sorry.
Yeah, you heard right. He's been hiding at the moment of Sol and Pinacone. I've made a deal with the family. We'll leave the extradition. How'd I find them? Well, 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this guy all over the cosmos. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner.
All of their wishes actually did come true.
Das ist nur ein Zufall.
I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
Stream 4. So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes but I'm not sure what you want me to see.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes. And now, Del was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy, and wanted to win her heart. So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Del will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, let's just hope that necklace will keep their relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took away all her clothes from the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade exchange. Every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her. And it would be impossible. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck. But she'll never be able to use it for the people who truly matter to her. As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he never caught the guy. In his desperation, he offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased, and he will completely forget his own identity and all the sacrifice. Interesting, don't you think? I fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desires. When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, but it does have a goal. In the end, and patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss Samuel? AR 26710, a remnant.
I'm not surprised.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune. The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons wouldn't fall. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, But with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining. That's all I can say.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron Hunters are like you. Traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move. I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to this...
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the strategic...
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Purepoint... What drives you to take such a risk? And extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond. Even...
Simply put, you and... However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want. Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of... So, Diamond made us a promise. To divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces, and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral in exchange for opportunities, and whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last...
Lady Bonajade, I've come to deliver the collab.
Lass mich raten, wer
Turns
sitzt auch
out,
am
the
Schiff?
meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected. With little debate. The Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. I should head down and take a... This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
Stream forward, gleam of old blades.
What services do you require?
The festival hasn't started.
Hi, we meet.
Who's that?
It's really you. I knew I didn't get the wrong person. It was you. I saw you opening treasure chests, hitting balloons, and playing dreamy slots. I don't think I'm mistaken, right? There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. 2 murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the Order who dreams of creating a paradise in place of the Eons. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival... There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path of the Trailblaze. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's so... I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to Penacony is no different. Yes. Initially, I thought the answer might lie with the riddle of the Watchmaker. I was looking in the... Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC's strategic investment? She told me her price. I know. But what she wanted wasn't my answer. Of course, I want to live on. But... what fate owes me? I want it paid back, not passed on. Speaking of which, actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology. Even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. It was an emergency, so I never had the chance to formally apologize to you. And admittedly, to me, hiding is much easier.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just go. The script hasn't reached its end yet.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those 2 hounds again, she'll I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's take a seat. Why do I feel... Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Let's take a...
Firefly.
Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the...
Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Over here, Miss Robin!
Miss Robin!
Miss Robin!
Miss Robin!
Oh Gott.
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen.
Sie hat uns noch nicht einmal erwähnt, unser Trailblazer ist so vergleichlich und ich hätte
Obviously. Wait, why does that seem so ominous?
And now, the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the SS, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos...
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a...
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless. Viper to Harmony. To the Trailblaze. To the future. Cheers! Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands?
Berichte von der Situation mit der Bombe. Das ist doch nicht wahr.
All set. Let's start.
You finally arrived. This is called foreshadowing. All right. Now that you've done 5, 4, 1. Is it really that important? I'm not even a real bomb. Was it surprising? Shocking?
Bist du auch hier drin?
At least I made some progress. Gotta keep working it.
Oder die habe ich. Das heißt, ich gehe jetzt auf der rechten Seite. Erstmal den Vogel weg. Sie piept. Weiter zurückstarren, Alter. Wir können die einfach anstarren. Hier drinnen. Aber erstmal hier den Vogel. Nein, ich will da durch.
Got yourself into a pickle? I'm more than happy to help. Bob. Right. It completely slipped my mind. I need your help, Miss. You've had quite a few run-ins with Dr. Boone. And with the recent bomb situation, the first case, the second case, those are all the details. I trust in your deduction. Wrong answer! The dolls at the two scenes are modeled after Dr. Boom and Dr. Blue, respectively. Okay. But seeing as you've put in so...
Schreiben. Mein Freund, ich habe traurige Neuigkeiten. Diese Prüfung der Schönheit ist besonders gefallen. Alter, wie viele Bomben? Warte, wo ist die nächste? Wir hier lang gehen. Hier runter und dann hier. Nee. Da ist noch ein Dr. Trash oder Mr. Trash Boy God.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Hier.
Hello, lovely actor. You can call if you didn't know. I'm the one who directed the entire program, actually, due to the current plot. It's all right. Who knew that there was no such since you're done asking questions? But don't fret. I've all...
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
What? As for that...
Not much time.
Hello, I'm a bomb. Diffuse? No problem. Executing self-defeat. Now playing Never Give Up, Never Surrender. By oh, hang on. Oh, aha! They will never give. They will never say goodbye.
Stream 4. The gleam of old
Hello, human. Concurrently. Bomb. I'm a hero. I forgot I've come to real. Yes, no. Speak. I hope you can.
hier noch Leute?
Is that a firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Don't come close! This bomb is very dangerous. And I'm the real... Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The Sweet Dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb, apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it. Actually, do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the... I think this moment heralds the third.
Jetzt ist nicht die Zeit für plötzliche Wendungen.
You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dreams... As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible, where there are no living souls around.
Schaffst du das wirklich rechtzeitig? Diese Angelegenheit könnten wir nicht den Stellaron-Jägern überlassen. Junge, wir brauchen... Und was ist mit dir?
Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible... At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. And when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion
or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Ja, es kommt jetzt wieder ein Abspann. Wie in der letzten Folge. Ja.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comp. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after, your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one.
It is my honor. I've said many goodbyes. Yet, I am glad that this is the first time I speak these words with us. But before leaving, I'm sure you all have plenty to say to the Nameless of the past. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
That statue. It wasn't here.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic At least our journey to... Gallagher, we raise a toast to you. The slumbering to the festival's invitation. To all lies, and if we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles. Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dream...
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their the first glimmer of light in the prolonged night, often illumined. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless... Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina J. and Estella, we raise a toast to you. Trailblaze, a toast to history that no longer remains silent.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
Is the Astral Express ready to depart, Pennick?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make it.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory. Penacony's nights are long, and we're still managing.
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you. Watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to...
Okay. Er hat, also selbst nach seinem Tod war er so hilfreich.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands, there shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of, and then a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, Watchmaker of the Land of the Dreams, nameless of the after Penacony's past, present, future, and the child.
With that, our duty as nameless should be...
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs...
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super...
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have... They were also young once. Stumbling and bumbling around just like us. Getting into scraps and mischief. That sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures. All the sad and happy memories. But those things are all in the past.
Zeit spült alles hinfort. Die Gegenwart zu schätzen. Eines Tages werden auch unsere Geschichten der Vergangenheit angehören. Du bist heute aber furchtbar sentimental. Nee, komm.
Yeah. Maybe that's the precise thing I can't let go of. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're going to feel a bit mixed about it, right?
Egal was passiert, es ist schwer zu akzeptieren.
Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. Mikhail sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends. But against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the Silver Rail, but we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day, we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final...
Wir gehen zurück zum Express.
There. Chin up, Pom-Pom. Don't be sad. Don't cry.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow.
Was ist passiert? Heckmerz wieder einmal auf Pom-Pom.
How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom-Pom? We told Pom-Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom-Pom so sad before.
The conductor never cries. Pom-Pom is never sad. Pom-Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom-Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan.
It's okay. Oh, Pom, everyone, could you all take a break in the next car?
But...
Let's go, March.
Noise.
I never expected Pom-Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom-Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom-Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom-Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They leave it to Himiko. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom has had no choice but to delay.
I see. No wonder I can regularly...
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, it doesn't actually sound too bad. But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 near... As for which one we're headed to, that...
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
Ist doch Black Swan, oder nicht? Ja.
Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now.
I accidentally I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be...
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special... Have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never... Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of Silver Rail, the Express may never have to worry about it and...
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak.
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only reveals a world fettered by 3 paths. Its destiny hanging in the balance. The eternal land, Amphorius.
I hope I'm not too late, Charlie.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you...
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question. Which is why you don't have to answer. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dared to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm.
I will not.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream. A word of advice for you before we part. Life is too short to miss out on.
Und das war's. Was? Okay, das waren viele. Nun gut, ich würde sagen, das war's für heute. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Falls ja, lasst es doch gerne mit einer Bewertung da. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Ciao. Leute.